are. We've got some belated commentary coming in here. Vivian's got the disc. Sal's looking free. There we go. Beautiful pass to Sal. This is the final of Nationals 2004. Nice call here. The teams on the field are Southside in black and Manly in white. Two Sydney teams. Southside beat ACT in the semi-final, and Manly was a upset win over Victoria in their semi. So here we are, we have the final. Sally has the disc again. Joe Miles free. Go Akiko. Oh, Akiko misses the free shot.
I'm not holding the microphone, I can.
So our commentators here today are Leanne King. Say hello, Leanne.
Hello, Leanne.
And Tamara Davis.
Say hello, Tamara.
Hello, Tamara. Oh, this is looking like a slow game already. There's been a few calls. Let's see. Nikki in the knee brace there is making a good cut. Oh, nice bid. I like the way she pirouetted on her head at the end too. What do you think, Leanne?
Actually, last night on the dance floor, I did see Nikki pulling a few breakdancing moves, so it wasn't a surprise to see. But yes, I like to see her incorporate those moves into a game. And Lissy's cut and caught the disc. She's looking for dump now. Seems a little bit scattered in the field. Viv's come through though and swung to Cherie. A beautiful swing. And Cherie's just settled it. Passing back to Viv, who's looked for Joe.
Great grab,
Beautiful
Joe.
grab by Joe. Into, I can't recognize, Lisi again.
Oh,
and right to Cherie in the end zone.
Indeed by Granny.
Deed by Granny.
Okay, and straight to the dump and up the line again. Those give-goes are working well for Southside. And Sal puts up a big one. Can Akiko reel it in? Oh!
Huge D.
There's a back D from the... I think it was almost a butt D. Fakes the hammer. This is Granny. Lisa McGinnigal with the disc. Dumps to Di. Di puts up a big one. Can it be defended? Can Tanith get to it? Oh, nice bid, Tanith. The wind's carrying this way, so that last one that went past Tanith was definitely picked up by the wind a bit. Viv puts up a nice long one. Oh, and Joe reels that one in under pressure. Marsha Aerobics defense didn't quite get to it, but it was definitely a good bid. Got Cherie with the disc. Back to Vivian. Oh, and that's a huge one. Sal covers it easily. Calling for the dump. Always a good thing. Dump and swing. Straight to Akiko, but there's been a call. That's all over now. It's sorted. People are cutting. Oh, and Nikki does a great D, but nice bid, Lacey. Lacey tries to clean up the scraps. Comes very, very close. And another timeout from Manly.
That was a great D. Another call. This is one of the longest second points that I've ever seen.
Yep, the score is still 1-0. Southside's up, but Manly has the frisbee ready to fight back. Some great marking from Cherie prevents the dump from coming there, and then Lisi gets a great D. Sal picks up the disc, safe hand Sal. Oh no, nice pick up from Viv there. And Ruby puts it to Akiko, sticky hands Akiko. They had a chance in the end zone there with Joe, but wasn't looking in that direction. Lisi's through. Oh! Vivian scores. Southside 2-0, I believe.
Sal Baston pulls to start the third point of the game. I'm sure the players on the field are hoping that this one won't be as long as the last. Di's holding the disc for the muffler end zone play. Right to Nikki, who does a huge two-handed layout to catch it. Muffler is now on the scoreboard, and they celebrate. Now for point number 4. Di pulls to south side, ends right at the back of the end zone. Viv picks it up, and the Muffler girls are running through. Some very calm offense from south side, although they're still working their way out of the end zone. There have been a few Callahan rule calls from the sideline, but I don't think that rule applies in this tournament, unfortunately. Sal hucks it, long forehand, and they're taking a bid. Foul has been called. Sal's looking for open cutters. She's got Sarah this time, with a bit of an easier catch for Sarah. Now Sarah's looked at Viv right on the sideline there, being marked very strongly by Di, who's put a nice little forehand up. Lisi's taken it down, to which the crowd has cheered.
Nice, good cut, Mel. Good cut, Mel.
Mel right on the sideline here. They're working out the sideline. I don't know if Sal's done a high backhand to Sarah after Mel ran long, but unfortunately didn't get the disc. Kiko looking for a swing, and a huge deep by Granny, in which she's actually caught the disc. She's taken it back to the front of the end zone. And Michelle's scored. That's point number 2 for Muffler. So we have a final. Manly up, put a D on. Kind of slow. But they're tired. Nothing spectacular about that defense. Oh, it's getting there though. The back players are definitely marking up strongly. So there were 4 handlers for a second. Sarah's bolted long and she's receiving. Tanith was too far in front. That was a quick point. Unlike the last 4. Southside holding the disc up. Ruby's taking a pull into the wind, which is just picked up. It's a decent sized pull. Southside are right on it before the first pass. Look at that. Nikki's jogged up to the disc, looking fairly relaxed. She's just looking for an open cut. She's found one to Di, who's made an awesome layout to catch that. It's great to see the women players putting it in front. Dara's scored in the end zone. Muffler are happy. The crowd is happy. 3-all. Another quick point.
Here we go. Big pull down. The wind has picked up a little. Drops sharply and Viv goes in. This is a bit better D from Muffler. I think they're more into it. And good dump cut from Viv. Sarah gets in the middle.
Honey pass.
Come throw out to the wing. Here we are, they're setting. Pretty comfortable here. And here we go with a big hut. Oh, no worries. Oh, get some air.
The Muffler player walks up to the line with the disc and... Oh, the first zone. We've seen the first zone pulled out for the game. Southside are doing a trap zone and just driving Muffler back further and further into the end zone. Look at the players crush on that thrower. Michelle's found someone up the wing. He's looking for dump. Although it's a trap, it's very difficult. Unfortunately, it's been a miss throw. The pressure just was too much.
Upside play, the hip tap I think I saw. Under pressure, dumps it. Nice swing, but it's out of here.
Going into the disc. Sarah on the mark. This is it. 2 world quality players. To Di, who throws it long. Nice bid. The hammer turned over 3 times. It's incredible. You don't see those kind of hammers in the women's game. That turn over 3 times. Sheree does a beautiful backhand to Carly, who lays out for it, but it's just a little bit too far, a little bit too fast.
We saw Sarah do a little jig there to run and just in case Di played the disc from where it lay. You often see that the cup sets up on the in zone line, expecting the person to walk the disc up. It's a clever play to pick up the disc from where it lies, because you're allowed to do that. and play it from somewhere in the end zone where the cup has not set up on you. Oh, nice through the cup.
See, we should talk it.
Di's now got it on the close sideline. The cup's set up, they're trapping sideline, so it's hard for her to get the swing off. And the hammer goes up. Nice popping. But a big flick beyond Di. Once again, Southside goes for the dump. How easy is this to predict? Then Lisi, huge swing from Viv. And straight to Cherie. That's probably play as planned.
Ruby takes the disc, number 15 to pull. It's been announced by one of the Southside players, Carly, that it might turn into an upwind-downwind battle. Let's hope that someone can break the scoreboard soon.
Oh, it was a hat foul.
We just had a hat foul called.
Oh, yeah. I think they're clashing over the red hats. Nikki thinks her hat's better, and Joe just tried to knock it off. But here we go. She puts it. Nice. Di's trying to get away from Sarah, but... Whoa, there we go.
Come on, Sally! Come on, Sally!
And Sally.
Oh. Some frustration showing. The hat comes off. Back on. We're ready to play.
Maybe that's the use of the hats, so that we can remove them in our frustration. Seems to have happened several times in this game already. We'll just look out for the hat removal.
And here we go, out to that girl, and then she threw it to another one, and Joe's got it. Woo! Good patience, puts it in, and we're setting up on the left side.
Nikki.
Sweet put to Akiko, and they score.
So we did have a bit of miscommunication around the commentators last time. Leanne was saying that it was the 5th point for Southside, which of course was very true. Southside puts on the zone here. We've had a call from the sideline that the word Squillfest should be coming up more and more often. But what we'd like to say is it's a win for the defence on the day. Oh, another uncharacteristic drop. We'll blame the gust of wind on that one.
No, chance for Southside to convert. Put a 3-point difference, be quite tidy. And she puts it to Viv, no worries. I think this is quite an incentive to bring on that zone a bit earlier.
We're back on. Vivian from Southside pulls. The score is 6-3 to Southside. Now we were just noting in the time between points there that this line from Southside has a very high representation of Australian women's team representatives here. Oh! Akiko, who just got the D, is an excellent example. So it's an exciting time for the selectors. Oh, there's 2 options for catching there. Sarah gets it. Sarah's going to catch it every time. Lisi's got it now. Straight over to Vivian. Vivian's getting a lot of the disc. Akiko, who just got that great D. Sarah's looking open in front of Di. Oh, the opportunity. And they get it.
Now the Muffle girls here have a chance to show the selectors might have had a few things wrong. If they can prove that they can beat this stacked lineup. Here we go. Huge die, but unfortunately didn't quite keep that disc.
The removal of hats.
Oh,
of hats. See the hats.
there was another hat removal recently.
There's only 2 trucky hats out there.
8, 9. That still was on 9. That was a lucky chance to get that dump out. And again, another dump swing. The dump swing's a very successful play. Cherie to Viv. Nice fake from Viv. If she'd actually thrown that, Michelle would have lost her head.
Oh, here we go.
You're on.
She's put it up there, and it's in the field.
Come on, Sal. Come on, Sal.
And as the cup, the energy that these teams are showing is really not consistent with the energy that they're feeling, I'm sure. A downward hammer has been thrown. Granny gives a smug expression as she catches it. Maybe not all that appreciative of the throw. But let's see what Granny can pull out here to see if she's worthy of such a smug look. A safe dump, always a good option. You never look too bad unless you throw it away. The beer's been dropped. Nikki grabs it high. A short person maybe not have been able to catch that throw. So it's lucky a tall person was there. Granny, a nice grab over Sal Baston. And look at this, Marsha Aerobics. Foul. Or contested. Or just a regular turnover. But Muffler has responded to Southside finally and putting a zone on the D. It's the only way to beat in this wind when everyone's so tired. Granny puts her mark on. Not as strong as usual. I'm sure it'll just take time. Sal's pointing to people in the field, telling them where to run, and throws it straight to Granny. Well, that's a honey pass if I ever saw one.
And a costly turnover there. This is a really crucial point for Muffler. They need to bring it on so that they can get back in this game and not lose the half as Ice did so unfortunately in the previous semi.
That was very unfortunate, actually. I think most people out there would like to have seen Ice in this final.
Yes, for sure. They are definitely the favourites for the sideliners.
The underdogs. Everyone loves an underdog. No one really wants to see two Sydney teams playing off in the final.
Inverted shithouse.
Mind the language, Jules. Anyway, back to the game. Ruby throws one through the cup to Jess. The cup's looking pretty loose to get an easy pass like that through it. That shouldn't be happening. And Sal's hucked it long. And look at that. It's a perfect put to Joe.
And Nikki is very slow.
He's looking it off. Not thinking just, oh, a foul's been called. Look, this is intense. She's looking into the eyes, yelling a foul. It's stalled in straight away. Nikki wants to keep the pressure on. And Sal's looking.
Before when she was slacking ass. Kiko cuts up the line, cutting off all other options, but just as well as a dump. Mel's here. Oh, nice put through to
Carly.
Blue Cap Carly. Timeout call.
Very dramatic timeout call there. Carly's got the disc. I imagine the store counts on 1. Granny's got hard on there. Look at that stretch. Carly has trouble getting it out, but she does get it to Ruby eventually. Ruby plays it back to Sal. They're just moving back until this beautiful swing to Cherie.
Just goes to show should never touch a women's ultimate.
This is rather energetic O&D. Ruby's laying out for it. Does she get it? She gets it. She picks it up. She stands up, unmarked, and sends a high backhand out to Cherie, who's D'd by number 29.
So, commentator here was obscured by the cameraman, so didn't see that play. Other commentators?
Did you see that cameraman's bottom? It's right there.
Woo!
And play starting. Pull from Manly to Southside. And a quick hello to Karen and Shashton on the sideline. Well done, girls. We wish you well. A throw from Akiko to Vivian. Fake down the line, throw to Sal Baston, and South Fifo dropped. And here's Leanne.
She caught it in the face there. I was surprised she didn't clench her teeth and hold it. Time to... And Muffler, another point. Now it's 7-5. Muffler are still down, but I think they're on the upper at the moment.
Game's closing.
It's closing.
And the pull goes up, and the crowd's asking for Shashton, who's on the sideline. The call has gone up for Shashton.
No, I talked to Shashton once or twice, and apparently she's cold at the moment, but I don't think she's looking... She's pacing up the field. She's very active on this sideline.
She's looking ready for play, and all I can say is Shashton would have caught that. I'm sorry.
Shashton wouldn't have thrown that. A little scratch there too. And Granny's got the disc. Oh my gosh, is that a couple snogging on the other sideline? I think it is.
Shashton would have caught that one too, even though she's on the other team.
She would have caught that as a D. Look, there's been a call. Di's going off the... Oh no, she's picking up the disc. I thought she'd gone off the field to replace by Shashton.
Granny with the disc. Play is held up here. Siobhan, they're discussing. Granny is
Giving the okay.
Granny is directing play now. Granny's looking. She's looking. Shashton is pacing the sideline. Granny's looking. Shashton's pacing. Oh, foul called.
Now, Shashton would not have performed that foul. She's a very clean player, Shashton. She doesn't get in the way of play. She's good.
She clears right onto the sideline. But the crowd wants you there, Shashton. On the field, come on.
Shashton.
Throw to Nikki. Great grab, Nikki. Great grab. Oh dear, throw to the ground. Was she possibly looking for Shashton?
Action Shashton would have caught that.
And now Southside with the disc. Salbaston. There's a cup formed. Oh no, just a poach. Throw to Akiko. A tough throw there. The disc is down.
A tough throw into the ground. And as the commentators become more jovial with the more alcohol they have, the players become more tired. And Shashton paces more.
Meanwhile, Julia Powell has arrived. Julia, a word.
Just one.
Beer.
Jules calls for beer. I think more beer on this final would be good. They put a zone on.
As the wind rises, throws become a little more tricky in the late stages of this women's final. Sarah with the disc to Kiko, and swing to the middle field to Sal, swing to the sideline, Vivian. And a huck! Backhand huck! It's up, and Di's there. Di lets it go.
That was a beautiful put from Viv to Di. Di picks it up and gives it to Nikki. Obviously, Di is realising they're not playing in the same team. Nikki, a wonky forehand, which Michelle takes beautifully, being marked. She's pumped. You can see by the way she runs.
Look at that running style. I think, sometimes it works for her. We'll just go back to the play.
And Shashton paces.
Here we go, Michelle with her big arms. Here she comes. This is a very wide cup. In fact, it's quite odd.
Let's use it as a verb.
What kind of cup is this?
So Shashton. Southside is working it calmly up the field. Sarah has the disc. To Vivian, swing to Akiko. Granny's on the mark there. And backwards dump to Vivian. Akiko is still open. Vivian fakes to Akiko, throws to Sally. Back to Vivian. Oh, close to Akiko, who grabs it on the sideline. And it's a turnover. It was a tough mark, Granny. And it's a turnover.
I think Viv could have caught that disc. What do you think, Leanne?
It is a Nationals final after all. I think people should be able to pull out and really put it in,
baby.
Just remember, any steps that you save, you're actually saving energy by diving. That's my call.
Must have been way back. Michelle's pulled right back out of the play. Okay, Granny's with the disc. Looking for a short push pass, it looks like, but no.
Can I just say that fake of Granny's was almost instructional to the cutter. I don't know if that's effective in a final. Di's faking and she's a huge break to someone in the end zone.
That's sensational.
I think the crowd's gone crazy. The game's on. We're just reminiscing about a huck in our game against Southside. Joy got it all over Vivian.
That's what they need to do here.
That's what they need to do here. Maybe a few hucks Maybe they should be using the wind as their friend, not their foe.
It's the
zone.
Sassy zone. Like a clammy, puppy.
This is the random zone.
Clammy.
Tell us about the random zone,
Puppy
Jules.
type rat.
Well, with a little less experience than other commentators, I don't know what the hell they're doing, but it's not proving particularly effective. So they look like they've gone to sort of a manny thing. And Psycho Arms Michelle is back in business. Oh, great put through the cup to Vivian. She's looking. She has plenty of time, but the cards just are not good enough.
She swings to Ruby.
I'm just wondering if anyone else on the sidelines find Vivian's flicks attractive. Look at them. She brings it. Oh, she goes for the backhand. But to the honey. Oh, the honeys. It's all about these two. Look at them. Honey pass trio to catch in the end zone. These girls love their honeys.
Oh,
Each other.
wait a minute. Has there been a call?
Now, would you say there was an aspect of honey in that?
Aspect. It was all honey.
It was all us.
And that was honey.
That was honey and
Back to the game, that was sweet honey. Well, we have the within 2 add 1 rule in play now, given its time cap.
I think so.
Well, this is proving to be quite a match.
Wait.
Given the shitty start.
I think. Joy thinks, therefore I say. We're not quite sure on the ruling here, but we can hypothesise. I'm sure if Manly win this point, there will be a final. There will be a final. Huge! Nikki! Into the commentators' beer bottles. Nikki's playing on. A very brave and courageous player, Nikki Shires. She ran into the commentators' beer bottles. After a huge layout, she's shaking her leg out. This is an intense point. This is an important point, and Nikki needs to be on because she's one of the standout players of the tournament.
And is she pumped with this? Here she goes. She wants to throw that sweet forehand. Ooh, there's a drop. Here we go. Manly on D. Okay, they're going straight man here, baby. Home all the way.
It's the Anna Sal matchup.
Oh,
Cherie comes up.
Cherie
with
just
this
decided
over
to sit on Michelle. Okay.
So this is a very important point for the game.
If Southside win,
If Southside wins, what do you think, Joy?
I'm just concerned about the hooter here. If Southside win, there'll be 9-6, and that's not within 2 add 1.
It'll be halftime at the same time as full time. But there's been an unfortunate miss by Joe. It was a tricky pass.
I think Shashton would have made that.
We've got a cut.
Mel.
She's got to get this one. Nice, Mel. Nikki's open. She's hucked it. She's hucked it to 2 people. Look at Granny. Marsha's got it though. Solid catch by Marsha. Marsha aerobics. We love the 69 on the muffler team. Michelle's got it. Fine hands. Look at this play. It's nice. She's spit up. Oh, and Granny's missed the sitter.
That was a crucial one. You can see the pain. See the pain, feel the pain.
Just to clarify my comment, a sitter for Granny. A sitter for Granny is not a sitter for all of us. She's a fine catch over her head, Granny. Very physical player. Sarah's caught an important one to Cherie, who's dropped it. The pressure's getting to everyone in this game, including the commentators. Numerous screw-ups on the commentators' Muffler just got an awesome mental D on that one. It was a very open pass. Unfortunate. Though now Granny's lacking a dump, and Michelle's taking an awesome rolly catch. I think there should be more rolly catches in the game. Rolly catches are good.
Rolly catch is definitely highlight.
Shash is actually a fine rolly catcher herself.
And that girl who dropped it before makes up for it by catching on. Oh! Good bid by Di. Here we go. Sal's got it under control. Cool, calm and collected.
Anna calmly taps the disc as it rolls away. Anna's getting on the D there. An unusual little backhand flick from the backhand flick. Another one caught by Granny.
It's very costly to put those away, but here we go. Manly's going to capitalise. I can feel it. Look at Nikki's energy. Here she goes. Oh, no. And that is back to Southside. Okay, here we go. Viv puts it.
To our Honey. Another Honey pass. Another Honey pass. Let's see it again. Viv's running in. It's going to be a Honey pass to end the game. Oh, Sal got in the way, but I don't think she minds. She wants to be in the middle of these honeys. Who doesn't? That's out.
And Southside celebrate an awesome victory. It's all over, baby. A great fight was put up by Manly.
Final so much, so I appreciate that. It was, I mean, we played so hard and you guys just fought back as well. I mean, we made it so hard for you to score your points. So we're very, very proud of ourselves. But you should be just as proud because you guys never gave up as well. That's why it's fun playing you guys, because you always you fight to the end. So yeah, thank you very much. And it's a real honor for all of our newbies to be able to take all of you Worlds players on. And they're very proud of themselves, and I think they should be because they just kicked ass. I just want to say that. But you guys really earned this very much. Congratulations to you for going undefeated to the final. So thank you very much. Muffler City Rollers, Red Hot Roller Girls, 3 cheers for Southside. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Well, yes. Thank you on behalf of Southside. That was a fantastic game. I felt. Yeah, the conditions were slightly different, so I was beginning to think it was a bit scrappy, but I think that was just a reflection of how hard we were all fighting and preventing each other from scoring and getting the disc. So, yeah, I think it was a really hard-fought final, and I'd also like to sort of reaffirm what Nikki says about your beginners. You guys are hot, and you guys are going to be great players. And Nikki and Di and Lisa and all the other experienced players on the flight, you guys are doing a great job nurturing some of these players. So, Southside, let's have 3 big cheers for Muffler City Rollers, Red Hot Roller Girls. Hey! Yeah! Well done. Right, so to my fantastic team, first of all, Sally Baston. Vivian Stetner. Ruby Ward. Siobhan Donahue. Mel Ganjemi. Sheshton Pally. Akiko Jones. Joe McClellan. Lacey Jarrett. Jess Dempsey. Karen Sawana. Carly Ryan. Megan Wills. And last but not least, Cherie Foggin. Yeah, girls. And Sarah Wentworth. May I present to you the Australian Ultimate Frisbee Champions for 2004, Southside. And for the Manly Muffler Roller Girls, we have a few beers here for you to whet your appetite with.